Beloved, have you ever encountered someone whose presence feels almost sacred, as if the noise of the world softens the moment they arrive? They don't need to speak loudly to be felt. There is a quiet gravity about them, a depth that invites closeness while somehow remaining just out of reach. This subtle tension is not distance born of pride, but of purpose. It is a doorway into the hidden world of the chosen ones. Throughout history, we hear stories of people believed to be set apart, called for something greater than ordinary life. Others see their potential and speak of destiny, but rarely see the cost that comes with it. The chosen often walk with an ache of loneliness, feeling misunderstood, different, as if they were never meant to fully blend in. Their hearts crave belonging, yet their souls are shaped for a different path. Still, this sense of not fitting in is not a mistake. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34-18. What feels like isolation may be protection. What feels like pain may be refinement. If you have ever felt set apart, perhaps it is because your life carries a meaning deeper than you've been told. One of the clearest signs of a chosen one is the intensity of their presence. It is not loud or attention-seeking, yet it fills the room the moment they arrive. People may not be able to explain it, but they feel it. There is a quiet sense that something meaningful is unfolding, even if no words have been spoken. Being around this kind of energy can feel both inspiring and unsettling. You admire them, feel drawn toward them, and at the same time feel a strange urge to step back. You want to know them, but you also sense that getting too close might change something inside you. This powerful energy naturally sets chosen ones apart. No matter how much they try to blend in, they remain visible. Their path feels different, almost marked, as if they are moving through life on an assignment others can sense but cannot fully understand. There is often a sense of mystery around them, not because they hide, but because their depth cannot be easily accessed. They long for connection, for someone who truly understands their inner world, their struggles, and their hopes. Yet because they are rare, that kind of understanding is hard to find. Being chosen may sound like an honor, but it often comes with loneliness and isolation. They carry an emotional and spiritual weight that few people see, and even fewer know how to share. Many chosen ones begin to recognize themselves not through external praise, but through an inner calling. It may feel like a quiet voice or a persistent pull towards something greater. Life does not hand them clear instructions. Instead, it offers moments, challenges, and encounters that slowly shape direction. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3-5-6. The journey often requires faith before clarity, courage before comfort. Authenticity becomes their guiding principle. Chosen ones value truth deeply because they live it. They can sense sincerity and falsehood quickly, not from judgment, but from awareness. They are not satisfied with surface-level living. Everything they do carries a need for meaning. Hardship often finds them, yet each trial strengthens them rather than destroys them. We also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5-3-4. Their resilience is built through experience, shaped by lessons learned the hard way. There is also a natural desire within them to help others. When someone is struggling, chosen ones feel it deeply and instinctively want to offer support. Their path is never just about personal growth. It is about lighting the way for others, even when their own road feels uncertain. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6-2. This calling to serve is woven into who they are, not something they choose lightly. What sets chosen ones apart goes far beyond charisma. They possess a sensitivity that allows them to feel what others overlook. They sense emotional undercurrents, unspoken pain, and hidden truth. This awareness can amaze people, but it can also unsettle them. Chosen ones often seem to carry wisdom that feels older than their years, like a quiet light that reveals both beauty and warning. People are drawn to them, fascinated by the depth, yet sometimes overwhelmed by the emotional intensity of the encounter. Chosen ones do not merely comfort, they awaken. Their presence stirs long-buried desires, unresolved fears, and questions people have avoided for years. This can make others feel exposed, even vulnerable. The instinctive reaction is often to retreat to familiar emotional ground. This retreat is not only physical, but mental and emotional as well. Encountering a chosen one brings two types of fear: fear of the unknown and fear of being truly seen. Their strength and depth can highlight the weaknesses others try to hide, creating discomfort that leads to distance. This is why chosen ones often walk alone. Their presence acts like a mirror, reflecting truths people may not be ready to face. Even in a crowd, they can feel isolated. Their ability to connect deeply can unintentionally push people away. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1-5. The light itself is not the problem, but not everyone is prepared to stand in it. Over time, chosen ones learn to protect their energy. Solitude becomes a place of restoration rather than loneliness. They feel most at peace in quiet environments or with a small circle of trusted companions. Shallow conversations drain them, while meaningful connection restores them. They crave depth, but when misunderstood, they withdraw. This withdrawal is not rejection, it is self-preservation. The chosen one builds an inner shield, not to shut others out, but to guard their spiritual journey. They understand that their value shines brightest where they are respected and understood. They become selective with their time, energy, and presence. Do not throw your pearls to pigs, Matthew 7-6, is not about pride, but about wisdom. In the right spaces, with the right people, chosen ones feel free to fully express who they are. Here, their insights are welcomed, their energy appreciated, and their true nature honored. In these moments, they remember that they were never meant to fit in. They were meant to stand out, not for attention, but for purpose. Now, let's step deeper into the paradox of attraction. Another reason chosen ones often walk alone is the powerful mix of fascination and fear they awaken in others. People are drawn to their lives, their depth, their light, yet feel intimidated by it at the same time. Chosen ones are living paradoxes. They carry a brilliance that captivates, but also unsettles. Their charisma is not performative or shallow. It is rooted in authenticity, and that authenticity demands attention. People sense something real in them, something that goes beyond charm, something that speaks directly to the soul. Many feel an immediate pull toward the chosen one, longing for a connection that feels meaningful and alive. But as they draw closer, they encounter the full intensity of the chosen one's essence. That intensity has a way of disrupting illusions people have carefully built about themselves. Looking into the eyes of a chosen one can feel like looking into a mirror. What reflects back is not always comfortable. Hidden fears, unhealed wounds, and buried truths begin to surface. For many, the fear of being truly seen outweighs the initial attraction, and they retreat to what feels familiar and safe. This is how the chosen one becomes both desired and avoided. Their light draws people in, yet that same light reveals truths others are not ready to face. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 60:1. Light is beautiful, but it also exposes, and not everyone wants to be exposed. This creates a lonely tension where the chosen one is admired from a distance but rarely met in depth. Chosen ones do not lack the desire for companionship. On the contrary, they crave deep, soul-level connections. What makes their journey difficult is not distance, but depth. They are listening for ancient whispers of truth beneath everyday conversations. They search for authenticity in a world often satisfied with surfaces. Their hearts are looking for mirrors, not masks. They seek those willing to meet intensity with openness, depth with courage, and light with honesty. Such connections are rare, not by accident, but by design. Chosen ones are rare because they are forged from a unique blend of strength, vulnerability, and truth. To truly connect with them requires courage. It requires a willingness to explore one's own inner world without turning away. Many feel drawn to the chosen one's presence, but only a few are willing to walk alongside them into deeper self-awareness. When people retreat, the chosen one learns to walk a fine line between longing and acceptance. Solitude becomes both refuge and ache. It protects them from misunderstanding, yet echoes with words unspoken and love unshared. Still, even this solitude holds purpose. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12-9. In their quiet moments, chosen ones are strengthened, refined, and prepared. They become guardians of a sacred loneliness, choosing depth over dilution. And within this challenge lies the beauty of their journey. For every step taken in solitude is shaping a heart capable of profound love and a spirit ready to meet, one day, those few who are brave enough to truly see and be seen. The path of the chosen one is rarely loud or celebrated. More often, it is quiet, solitary, and marked by battles no one else can see. These are not wars fought with weapons, but with honesty, integrity, and truth. For the chosen one, these qualities are not strategies, they are instinct. Their presence does not simply occupy space, it transforms it. Wherever they go, illusions begin to crack, and hidden shadows are gently, sometimes painfully, exposed to the light. This is where the unseen conflict begins. In a world that often survives on half-truths and carefully constructed masks, genuine authenticity can feel threatening. The chosen one does not try to disrupt others, yet their sincerity acts like a mirror. People see themselves reflected back, not as they pretend to be, but as they truly are. This confrontation with buried fears, unresolved wounds, and hidden compromises creates discomfort. Some respond with distance, others with anger. Both reactions are defenses against truth. For the chosen one, this resistance becomes part of daily life. They challenge the status quo simply by existing as they are, without intending to. They become quiet warriors for truth, standing firm in a world that often prefers convenience over conscience. Their strength is rooted in conviction, their shield in a deep sense of purpose. Yet this calling comes at a cost. They are often misunderstood, isolated, and left standing alone, not because they are wrong, but because they refuse to be false. Still, this invisible battle is not meaningless. It is as old as humanity itself, a struggle not for dominance, but for liberation of the human spirit from deception. He has shown you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God? Micah 6-8. This quiet calling shapes the chosen one's journey, even when it feels unbearably heavy. Their separation from the crowd is not accidental. Chosen ones are driven by a deep hunger for authenticity. They are wired to question, to seek, to move beyond surface-level living. In a culture that rewards conformity and distraction, this makes them stand out. Everyday conversations often feel empty to them, lacking substance and meaning. They long for depth in a world chasing speed, for truth in a world satisfied with appearances. This misalignment is not imagined. It is felt deeply, sometimes physically, like trying to compress something vast into a space too small. No matter how hard they try to adapt, something always feels off. Over time, this discomfort pushes them towards solitude or into the presence of a very small circle who truly understand them. In these rare spaces, they can breathe. They can speak freely, explore unseen truths, and nourish their souls without apology. By embracing their difference, chosen ones quietly inspire others who feel the same inner dissonance but are afraid to step away from the familiar. They show that belonging is not found in blending in, but in honoring what is real within. True connection begins internally, not externally. Another reason chosen ones lean towards solitude is the unmistakable pull of purpose. This calling is not vague or optional. It feels like a fire within, guiding them toward a life that goes beyond the ordinary. Activities and environments that do not align with this purpose feel draining, even painful. Solitude becomes a sanctuary where they can listen, reflect, and strengthen their inner clarity. In stillness, their direction sharpens. Though lonely at times, this solitary journey offers profound growth. It becomes a space of refinement and self-discovery. To walk it well, chosen ones often develop intentional practices that transform isolation into strength rather than despair. Self-acceptance is foundational. Through reflection, journaling, or meditation, they learn to honor their depth and intensity instead of resisting it. Finding peace in their own presence becomes an anchor, allowing them to engage with the world without losing themselves. Alongside this comes the search for true connection. Though rare, like-minded souls do exist. Finding them often requires patience and openness to unconventional spaces. Online communities, creative gatherings, spiritual workshops, or purpose-driven circles can become meeting grounds for genuine understanding. These connections may be few, but they are deeply nourishing. Solitude also becomes fertile ground for creativity and spiritual expression. Many chosen ones channel their insights into art, music, writing, or healing practices. Through creation, they give form to the unseen, offering light to others walking similar paths. What once felt like isolation becomes contribution. Art allows emotions beyond words to be expressed. Writing gives voice to inner journeys and unspoken truths. Spiritual practices deepen self-awareness and provide guidance. In these acts, solitude transforms from emptiness into purpose. As chosen ones embrace their uniqueness, something shifts. Their differences stop feeling like wounds and begin to reveal themselves as strengths. This journey demands courage and vulnerability, but it leads to a profound realization. Solitude does not mean disconnection. It prepares the heart for deeper connection, first with self, and eventually with others who are ready. Chosen ones are challengers of the norm, not through rebellion, but through authenticity. Their presence reminds the world of what is possible when truth is honored. Though their road is often lonely, it reflects the resilience of the human spirit and the quiet power of integrity. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. This promise is especially meaningful for those who carry unseen weights. Rest does not always mean escape. Sometimes it means acceptance. If you feel like you are walking a path few understand, know that your journey matters. Your honesty, your depth, your refusal to live falsely are not accidents. They are needed. The world changes, not only through noise, but through quiet lives lived in truth. Embrace your voice. Honor your essence. In doing so, you may give others the courage to do the same. And if these words resonate with your spirit, take a moment to affirm it. Type Amen in the comments as a declaration of faith, strength, and alignment with your true path. Let others know they are not alone by sharing your presence here. And if you feel called to continue this journey of truth, healing, and self-discovery, remember to subscribe to the channel. By staying connected, you support content that speaks to the soul and helps awaken purpose in a world that needs more authenticity. Your voice matters here, and your light belongs in this space.